Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 and the third part of this series with Newcastle United in the beta. We have gone forward, we're now in the 28th of September 2019 when we left off. We'd just gone on a reasonably okay run where we'd managed to get some decent results, but since then I have played a few more games and that run has become absolutely spectacular. We finished off with that 1-0 win over Sunderland. It took a 3-game unbeaten run there, which we extended to 4 with a victory over Leicester in the Premier League. A huge result, followed up by another 1-0 win against Norwich. That's 4 clean sheets in a row. And I think the signing of Eric Bailly is certainly helping us there. And then we've also managed to get a draw against West Ham 1-1. Sebastian Haller with a late goal, which was frankly ridiculous. And since then, we've also gone out on penalties to Watford. So we'll just run through some of the highlights of these games. There's not going to be a lot to look at because there are so few goals. We will just quickly skim through the goals to get ourselves all caught up once this has loaded. So Joelinton got a goal just 10 minutes into this game against Leicester. The ball switched over to Almiron on the left flank. He played in a beautiful ball and Joelinton with a really good touch there. Those two combining so well this season. And Joelinton's form carried on against Norwich as well. He didn't get the goal in this one, but he has been fantastic up front for us. I don't really want to watch all the highlights again. Let's just see if we can kick this game off and get the light up. But the man who scored in this game, Sean Longstaff, his first goal for the club, as far as I understand it anyway. But look at that for a strike. Edge of the area. That's what we like to see from the Longstaff boys. A beautiful finish into the bottom corner. I will just check if that was his first club goal. I think it's certainly his first Premier League goal. Oh no, he has scored in the Premier League before. Look at that. I didn't even know. In the 18-19 season. I don't remember him doing that. I know he became a good player at the end of last season. But I can't remember him getting that goal. Anyway, into the game against West Ham. We do at least have more than one goal to look at this time. We managed to take the lead early on again. And it's Miguel Almiron who got the goal. Brilliant stuff from him. He's now got 3 this season. The ball went over, and look at that. Just nobody around him. Edge of the area. He nods it into a pretty much open net. The only reason that wasn't offside was it came off the West Ham player. But look at this goal. Haller hits it off the post. It comes back and he bounces it in. So that's a shot from Yarmolenko. Saved. Comes to Haller. He hits the post, and he gets the rebound. How much more unlucky can you get to miss out on a victory there? And then if we look at this Watford game in the Carabao Cup, Joelinton got another goal for us here very early on. A goal 3 minutes into the game and 4 minutes from the end of it. Of course, no extra time in these rounds of the Carabao Cup these days. But Kraft into St. Maximin. Came back out, ball whipped in, and Joelinton with a strong header from the penalty spot there into the bottom corner. Gave us the lead, but late on, Pedro Diaz in. Longstaff didn't get the header far enough away. Off the crossbar, Isaac's success from a yard out, managed to get the goal, and then we will not go through this penalty shootout, but, well, I suppose we can, it's moving quite quickly actually, but it was dreadful. The penalty misses kept on coming. 3 in a row missed there, and then Andre Gray stepped up, and his was saved, but still went in somehow. We continued to miss. It's not often you miss the first 3 penalties and still alive, but Pedro Diaz missed as well. So of the first 6, only 1 was scored. Muto did manage to get a goal, but Hughes cracked one in right down the middle, top high part of the net, and then Willems also managed to score just about off the post, but it wasn't enough for us. There was a final penalty which they've decided not to show. Isaac's success got that one, and it did knock us out of the League Cup. So that is you all caught up on what has happened so far, but it's worth just looking at our squad because Joelinton now 4 goals in 8 games. He is playing sensational football for us, doing really well. I'm sure he's going to attract a lot of attention quite quickly if he keeps this up. But Almiron as well, 3 goals and an assist, 4 goal contributions overall. 25 years old, he's not as young as Joelinton, but he will certainly be attracting a little bit of attention with how he's playing, and Sean Longstaff as well. The only other player to have scored for us this season actually is Sean Longstaff. So we're lacking a little bit there, but our clean sheet record is brilliant, and that's the main thing. Dubravka here doing an excellent job in goal. 2 clean sheets, 4 conceded, but Darlow as well stepped in for him when there was an injury. So today we are taking on Chelsea. If you are enjoying this series, do drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe as well if you're new around here. But we've got Chelsea in our first game, and then we may also play Watford as well. And then we'll probably skip on maybe towards the end of November up to that Man City and Sheffield United combination at the bottom of the screen there. I think that could be a nice place to pick up in the next episode. There's not too many major games between now and then. And it sets us up quite well for the Christmas period heading into January, where we'll probably pick up the episode after that. So lots to look forward to. The way that we are setting up for this game, you can see we've got Joe Linton, Almiron, St. Maximin up top. I have been a little bit disappointed with St. Maximin. I've not seen anything near what you would expect. And you can see he's actually declining or on the way down in some of his statistics. But Sean Longstaff has been doing well. Pardo has been brilliant, actually. He's a bit of an unsung hero for us in the centre. And it's not even reflected in his rating either. But his passes are the link-up passes that lead to the goals. He's always the man doing the job there. And Hayden has actually been quite good as well in central midfield. We have injuries to Clark, Ritchie at the moment. Dwight Gale lacking fitness, but nowhere near the team anyway. And then in defence, Willems, Lascelles, Bay and Kraft with Dubravka in goal. Now, if we can continue our unbeaten run here against Chelsea, it would be sensational. I haven't shown you the table. I need to show you the table. It might be about to get much worse here. But we have been doing absolutely brilliantly. Chelsea, Abraham up top, Willian, Mount and Pedro, Kovacic and Kante, Alonso, Tomori, Rudiger, Azpilicueta and Kepa in goal. If we just say nobody expects us to get a result, so let's just end the team talk there and then kick off this game. We don't need to see the introduction. But if we can win this game, I think we will move up the table. I think we're about 4th at the moment, last time I looked, which is just unbelievable. Kante charging in from the right-hand side, finds Kovacic, ball out wide to Azpilicueta. Back to Kante again, goes for the big switch. He's going to find Alonso. Now Pedro puts it across to Willian, down to Azpilicueta. Not sure where they're trying to go here, but Kovacic out to Alonso again. Pedro gets a shot off into the near post. He should never be scoring a goal from there. That's really poor defending, and we've been broken down just 7 minutes into the game. I mean, if you look at this defending here, when it works its way out to Alonso, a bit too much space for him. But Pedro, he had 2 players around him, and he somehow beat the keeper at the near post. That should never happen. I don't know how that has happened either. I've also noticed there's lots of little black flashing screen thing going on in the game. Let me know if you guys see that as well, or if that's just my monitor. But I think there might be a slight problem with the game where the match engine is showing little flashes of black. At the moment, the team feeling a bit anxious. I'm not entirely sure why they're anxious. Was that meant to be a highlight as well? Because that was not a very comprehensive highlight. I think they just came close from a free kick. But 1-0. Because this is the beta, there will be lots of little bugs that will need to be remedied. You need to report them on the Sports Interactive website if you haven't when you come across them. Ball spread out to Willian though, nearly at half-time. Be nice if we could avoid conceding a second. Ball comes back to Azpilicueta. It's put into Pedro. Kraft gets it away, but Alonso follows up. Finds Kovacic. It's going to be this little ticky-tacker at the edge of the box. And the ball in. Just put over the bar by Willian. But at the moment, we are not looking like a team who are about to get out of this little hole we've dug for ourselves. We rely on keeping those clean sheets to get our points and then nicking a goal where we can. But it could be about to get worse before it gets better. Willian drags that ball horrifically wide. But you can see we've not had a shot on target yet. As the ball comes in, Azpilicueta to Kante. Ball sent across. Kovacic again. Why do we not have a man on the edge of the box from those throw-ins? I think that's the second one we've conceded this season. It's a nice finish from Kovacic, but look at that line, flat across the touchline. There is nobody 20 yards out from the goal line there, and Kovacic just has to tuck it home. Oh, that is so frustrating. I'm sure that's something that will get ironed out over time, maybe when the beta comes in, because I'm not sure quite how you would go about stopping that from happening. I'm going to tell them they've been poor. It's the first time I've had a go at them. I think actually this season, because we started so well, and I just haven't needed to tear into the team at all. But at the moment, we're going to have to change something here. Let's go for a slightly more attacking route. Pardo with a corner. Ball swung in. Bailly scores his first goal for the club. And what a time to switch to an attacking mentality. Eric Bailly charging in from the corner. Gets the goal. It's an assist for Ruben Pardo as well. He deserves that. But look at that. Nobody picked Bailly up. A free run at goal. And he plants it past Kepa into the back of the net. The question now is, can we get another? Pedro with the corner. Cleared out by Longstaff. Alonso in. Abraham with the header. And it's given us a goal. There's no offside there. I thought we might get lucky. Maybe VAR will step in. It doesn't look like it. I'm not sure what happened. Alonso, he just wasn't offside. Abraham with the header. And that was it. 3-1. That's probably game over for us despite that Bailly header. Quite frustrating there that they've managed to get that third goal so quickly. Dubravka puts the ball forward. Say Maximan to Hayden. Now Kraft onto Pardo. Joelinton looking to make a run. Almiron's been found. He's in on goal, Almiron, and it's saved by Kepa. I've seen a few people complaining that the one-to-ones never seem to go in the favour of the striker. Maybe that's something else that could be looked at, because it's hurt us here at least. By tackled there, say Maximan. Now Mount. He's got Pedro out wide. His players making runs for Chelsea, but nothing coming out of that highlight. We need to change something here. I'm not sure what we can change, though. We don't have an awful lot of brilliant players on the bench. We could maybe bring Pardo off and put Shelvey up top. I'm not bringing Andy Carroll on. We could always bring on Muto if we need to, but Joelinton's the man who gets us a goal, so I think he has to stay there at the moment. And let's just go very attacking. We have nothing to lose, really. Other than our goal difference, so let's go for it. See if we can get another major upset. Pedro, though, puts it in. Pulisic puts it over the bar. At the moment, our 5-game unbeaten run looks like it's about to come to an end. I might just try and encourage the team. Look at that. What is that highlight? We've just scored and it's completely cut off for us. Saint Maximan has his first goal for the club. We do get to see the highlight now. Dubravka sent it forward. 84th minute. Saint Maximan took it on the chest beautifully. Cuts inside away from Alonso. And what a finish that is from Saint Maximan. Into the top corner. Sensational stuff. And we have very little time now. We're on very attacking. Can we get an equaliser very late on? It doesn't look like it. And we've just missed out. That was a much better second half. Look at those stats there. We didn't have a shot on goal in the first half, I don't think. But then Bailly, Saint Maximan getting goals in the second half. Let us win the second half effectively. But that 2-0 goal cushion for Chelsea early on did sink us, and we have just missed out. I'm going to say unlucky, because that was close. We managed to get our goal difference back, and Saint Maximan and Bailly getting their first goals. But that's our first defeat in 5 matches. You can see we're in 6th place at the moment. We were in 5th. Actually, we were above Chelsea as well. We were in 4th before this round of fixtures began. We may even have been above Liverpool as well, because they've been winning every game. They're now on 7. But we're very high up the table. In fact, you can see it here. We were indeed in 4th place. We're now down to 6th. We could be about to drop a little bit further with all these other teams still to play. So a little bit unfortunate that we weren't able to get a late equaliser against Chelsea. But I'm not too upset. Next up, we have Watford at home, trying to get revenge after being knocked out of the Carabao Cup. It looks like we've now lost 3 games this season. Technically, it's only 2. Burnley away early on, and now Chelsea here. So let's go forward to that Watford game and see if we can get back on winning form. Well, it is time for the Watford game. Not a lot to really report here. We've got a very similar team going out there. Shelvey coming into the ball-winning midfielder position ahead of Isaac Hayden, who drops to the bench. I'm actually just going to bring Matty Longstaff up into the team ahead of probably Paul Dummett, who's not got match fitness, but I don't really care too much about Paul Dummett. He's not my favourite Newcastle player. Matty Longstaff could well become one in the future. Now, this Watford team, a little bit dangerous. It does have slightly underrated players, I think. Welbeck and Pereira can cause problems up top, and then Capoue, Chalobah and Doucouré, very good central midfielders. Holebas, Kabasele, Dawson, Cathcart and Firmino in defence, with Foster in goal. Hopefully he's their weak link today, but we do need to go out and get revenge, as my pre-match team talk states, but I've gone for a slightly more positive approach in this game rather than a cautious one, because I think we should be beating Watford. We are at home, and I think we really deserve to go through in the Carabao Cup as well. It just didn't quite work out. Now Doucouré back to Kiko. Doucouré whips it across. It's Chalavas and well back there. Willems didn't quite clear his lines. He just sent it straight to Danny Welbeck, and now he has his third goal of the season. It's a little bit of luck for Watford, and to be honest, most of the goals that we're conceding this season have been bad luck, which speaks a lot to the strength of our defence there. Willems just, I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. He sort of fell over onto the ball, slide tackling thin air, and it's given Watford the lead. Watford reacting badly to some feedback from the manager, but we are not quite creating the chances you would expect with this positive attitude. And Welbeck has hit the post there. We do get a bit of fortune in our favour. It didn't fall to a Watford player like it has been recently, but still just 1-0 at the moment, and we really need to be upping our game. If I just encourage the team, it is all Watford. Pereira with the free kick, Lascelles away, so Maximan further on, and Pardo can break. He has got Joe Linton ahead of him. He finds Almiron. St. Maximan's making a beautiful run over on the far side. Instead he comes back to Pardo. Two players making a run. He finds Almiron again, and Joe Linton is free if he whips it across, but he's put it wide. If he just dragged that in front of the goal, there was nobody between him and Joe Linton, and he could well have got us back on terms. But as it is, we are going in 1-0 down. I'm going to have a bit of a go at the team, but we do need to start doing something. Let's go for an attacking mentality instead of a positive one and see if this does anything for us. But at the moment, the team just do not seem to be firing. I think we need to take John Joe Shelvey out. We'll bring on Matty Longstaff in that position, see if it does any benefit for us. But we are lacking the players we can bring on. We could try Atsu for a little bit in the team. Maybe for St. Maximan, who has been not the greatest. I don't know if that was actually a highlight or just because we made a substitution. But there is just not much time left in this game. 15 minutes to go. They've brought Andre Gray on as well, which will add problems for us. We need to do something here. Let's bring Muto on for Almiron. Some more fresh legs. Joe Linton's still looking reasonably fresh up top, but time is running really short for us now, and I just don't think we're going to do it in the last few minutes. Oh, we have got a free kick. It's Atsu, whips it in. Bailly is there, but he's put it over the top. And surely that's the chance gone for us. It's going to be a home defeat to Watford. That's really poor that we weren't able to get the win there. A lot of players booked in that game, but that was not good enough. And I think they needed a bit of tough love at the end of one of these defeats now that we're on our third in a row. Bit of money coming in from Mitrovic. But if we look at the league table, we are now in 11th place. To be fair, we've got 11 points. We're well clear of safety at the moment, but things can change very quickly at this point in the season. Sheffield United now above us, so we're going to need to really kick on. I think we probably need a new tactic, but we've got Wolves away, Arsenal at home, Brighton away, Spurs away, and then Southampton City. It's a really tough run heading into that Christmas period, and then we maybe have a bit of a reasonable run up until the new year. But it is looking quite difficult for us now after 3 bad results in a row. If you have a suggestion for a good tactic, I'm still waiting to find one that seems to actually work quite well. If you do find one, let me know down in the comments. Drop a like on the video if you're still enjoying this Newcastle series. But until next time, see ya!